Hi, I'm Crystal. Welcome to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell down below so you don't miss any of our crafting tutorials. Today I'm going to be telling you guys what you should and shouldn't buy when it comes to your crafting supplies from the Dollar Tree. I am so excited for today's video. I feel like we've talked about a few things over the years, but I will say in the last year, the Dollar Tree has upped its game when it comes to crafters. We all know for years we've been going to the Dollar Tree to get cheap DIY supplies, whether it is creating a coffee mug or, turning something that was nothing into something that looks high-end, if that makes sense. It was DIY crafts. But now, over the last year or two, the Dollar Tree, I keep wanting to say Cricut, the Dollar Tree has really grown in their craft supplies. I love it. They have wood blanks. They have all sorts of stuff, even down to glue guns. I mean, they have everything. Now, the Dollar Tree did go from $1 to $1.25. In some places, they also have, I don't know if it's the Dollar Tree and the Family Dollar combined. I think that's what it is. You guys let me know in the comments below. So you can find things in there for $3 and $5 in other areas. But they do carry so much stuff when it comes to craft supplies. So I thought we would do a little video today on buy this, not that. Once we go over all of these supplies, we'll go ahead and head into the craft room and put some of these to the test. First up, let's go over the craft tools that you can use not only with your Cricut machine, you could use it with your Silhouette, whatever die cutting machine you have. Whenever it comes to weeding vinyl, HTV, as well as applying it to something, there is several pieces here that normally you could pay upwards to $10 or more, even just for 2 pieces. So for example, I do believe I've got a little video clip here of me showing you in the Dollar Tree, the couple that they carried in my Dollar Tree. You may find more in yours, but even inside of Walmart, I showed you guys for a little set, it was almost $10. And you're gonna get these, like I said, $1.25. So for 3 pieces, I was able to get for $3.75. I was able to get all of these pieces here. So I got the scraper tool. So they now carry this scraper tool here versus the Cricut one. They do look very similar, I will say that. I'm gonna go ahead and compare those. I will say the Cricut one is almost a minute smaller. There's definitely a little bit more of a cutout on the top of this one compared to the Cricut brand, but I wanna say that the bottom part of this is the exact same, but we're gonna put it to the test here in a little bit, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So they did have the scraper tool, so you can grab that for about $20. So I'm really excited about that. They did have, let me grab that. They do have the weeding tool once again. The one from the Dollar Tree is just a minute, a little bit taller than the one from Cricut, but they are very similar. I can already see that the bottom piece of this, so it's a little bit obviously not as well made as the Cricut, but that's okay. So for $1.25, you guys can get the exact same guy as the Cricut one. And they also have the scraper tool as well. So I was gonna combine those and say that the difference on this one is this end is shaped just a little bit different. So I do have, like I said, a little video clip showing you guys this one from the Dollar Tree as well, but it is just a little bit different on the end, but I promise you not a significant difference that you would even know in your crafting journey. So you can snag this guy for $1.25. So it's really excited about that, especially if you guys are just now starting out with your crafting career. Snagging these is gonna save you a lot more money to get blanks and all those other things. So when it comes to your crafting tools for weeding and all of those things, I would definitely say buy this from the Dollar Tree and not that. Save your money for some other crafting supplies. I am so rude. I did not even introduce our guest today. So the one in our second seating here, this is Tay. He is our little Shih Tzu. You guys may have heard me talk about him in previous videos, so I thought I better go ahead and introduce him. Our next item that I wanted to talk about was the Cricut Joy Mat. I'm so pumped for this one. So I can't wait to put it to the test, which we will here in just a second. You can get the Cricut Joy Mat. They have the blue one for $1.25. So far, I've went to a couple different Dollar Trees and I've seen the blue. Let me know if in your area you guys have seen a green one or if you guys have only seen the blue one. I definitely want to know. And outside of the supplies I'm showing today, if you've seen something that you think I should know about or other crafters, please let us know in the comments below. Now, one thing that you're going to notice right away is this one is longer. This is the only blue mat I had on hand at the time. So just to show you the difference, obviously. But the one that I would be comparing this to, which I have a video clip here of Hobby Lobby of the green one, because they didn't have the blue one in store, but they would be the same price. It was, I believe, $7. So I did show you guys in the Dollar Tree a little clip as well of this at the Dollar Tree. But at Hobby Lobby, like I said, alone, they are $7 and change. So $1.25, you can afford a ton of these. So I can't wait to put it to the test. It does feel a little bit more, I would say, flimsy in a sense compared to this one, and it's a little bit darker in color, but I definitely think this is going to be a bang for a buck. So this would be buy this, not that. Next up, I wanted to talk about some adhesives here. I'm going to go ahead and show both of these ones at the same time. We have Mod Podge. People have came for me for years for saying that wrong. I've even went to a show with Plaid and they told me I'm saying it right. How do you guys say it? Am I saying it wrong? Mod Podge. Let me know in the comments below. How do you guys say it? Am I saying it right or wrong? I definitely want to hear your feedback. So they have this right now. I showed you guys a little clip of this. This is going to be $1.25. And if you go, say for example, at Walmart, I do believe it was like $1.57. I showed you guys a clip of that as well. So this right here, you're going to save a few cents. But this one was a find. So this is the Aleene's Tacky Glue. Let me tell you, when I first started my crafting journey, I bought their glue gun. You guys let me know in the comments below as well if you guys own that glue gun. I absolutely loved it. It came in a case. It was this color here. Came with the glue sticks and all that. So, so good. Such a good glue gun. But they have this tacky glue right here. $1.25. So as you guys can see here, I've got a little clip of it inside of Walmart and you can see the price difference. It is crazy. So this one is a huge buy this, not that. So where, you know what, it may be no big deal to grab this because you're only saving pennies. This guy, you're saving dollars. So I highly recommend that you guys check this out and you guys are going to love this. So make sure this one you guys snag on your next Dollar Tree journey. Continuing with our adhesive journey, I'm going to show you guys a little clip here that I found the foam dots as well as the squares, the circles. I also found these double-sided tapes. So there's 3 different sizes. As you can see, one of these is gone. So they do have those at the Dollar Tree as well. So much cheaper than if you go to somewhere like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Here's another little clip showing you guys inside of Hobby Lobby, $2.99 and then $2.79, where you can get them for $1.25. Those ones from the Dollar Tree are just as good. Now, I made a mistake and I didn't pick up any from the Dollar Tree because I thought I had a couple extra packs and I didn't. But I do like these ones. I do enjoy these ones from Hobby Lobby as well. I do like how they have the separation. Hopefully you guys can see that there. The sheets, they are separate, where the ones from the Dollar Tree are very similar. These are from Michael's. They're very similar to this, and that's where I thought it would be a good combo to show you guys. These ones come with where it's like they have the punch out. I hate those because you have to kind of pop them out of that, where they've already removed that outing for you and you just have the foam dots and squares, if that makes sense. So I do sometimes, it's worth more to pay the couple bucks just to have that separation. But honestly, the ones from the Dollar Tree for $1.25, they come with so much and you're going to save your money. So really, it's going to be on preference, but you could go with the Dollar Tree. So I definitely say buy this with the Dollar Tree, not that. I'm really excited to try this next one here. These are the finger protectors for whenever you're working with hot glue. I've wanted these for quite some time, but I haven't seen them at our Dollar Tree. But these will protect your fingers, obviously, when you're pressing down on the glue or having to hold the hot glue at any point in time. And it comes with 3. Now, I did find these, once again, at the Dollar Tree. You guys can see that there. But I did find that the Plaid, which would be Mod Podge, they do make their own. That one did not have a price. I really have a feeling they're probably around $3 or something, so that'll be a good guess on my own. But I would definitely say buy this, not that. Last but not least, whenever it comes to craft supplies, now there is a ton of craft supplies to choose from. These are some of the top things that I think is worth paying attention to whenever it comes to the Dollar Tree. Now, we're going to get into a couple blinks here in a second as well, but this is our very last craft supplies, if you will. So this one right here is what they call their vinyl paper permanent. It's vinyl. It is permanent adhesive at the end of the day. And these are 12 by 48 inches, which means that it is 4 sheets of 12 by 12. So this is my feeling on this. We have actually put this to the test. I'm gonna put it to the test again today just to see if the Dollar Tree has improved their formula. Now the thing about it is you can actually get other brands that are 12 by, I think, 5 foot, which gives you one more foot, and it's only about 75 cents more. It's really not that big of a difference, and you're gonna have so much more better quality. Now, a lot of times there is promo codes, there's coupons or sales that really you could even get them cheaper than this. But I will say, whenever it comes to buying adhesive vinyl, you guys know that I like to buy it in the big rolls for my black and my white, the colors that you're gonna use the most. And when it comes to my sheets, I like to buy those in the sheets, not the rolls. I like to get those 12 by 12 sheets where I can stack them in my drawer. But I will say this, if you're wanting to save your money, once again, I would do it for the colors that you're going to use the most. If you use a light pink or a lilac, whatever it is, buy those in the bigger roll, because as you buy more, the price of that drops down per foot. So each 12 by 12 sheet, let's just say that they are 75 cents, but whenever you buy them in more, it may be down to 45 cents. So I wanted to point that out today of not just looking at these and saying they're $1.25. So when I first tested these, I probably bought 20 packs, and I regretted it so much. I could have tested out 2 of these guys for you. I could have tested out 1 and been over it, and I wasted so much money. So I know as a new crafter, and if I wasn't doing what I was doing, I definitely would be just like you guys. I would go in the store and buy every single color they have. There's glitter ones and all the different things. Now, if you do enjoy this and you like it and you have found a cut setting that works perfect, definitely let us know your thoughts down below when it comes to this. Now, like I said, we're going to retest this one for sure today against a couple other brands. And that way you can see and give us your thoughts. So whenever it comes to the Dollar Tree adhesive vinyl, I always say, buy that, not this. So I'm not a fan. Like I said, if you guys are, sound down below. But I definitely say, don't buy this one. Now let's jump into the blanks. The Dollar Tree is a great place to purchase blanks, whether you guys are sublimating, whether you guys are working with heat transfer vinyl or adhesive vinyl. The Dollar Tree is a great place to go snag some of those. Now, a lot of times you will get more bang for your buck when it comes to going to places like Amazon. You could get more quantity and it would cost cheaper per item, if that makes sense. So a lot of times you can definitely even do things like that. But the very first thing, let's talk about the Dollar Tree coffee mugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a little clip here to show you the Dollar Tree does have a wide variety of coffee mugs. So I'm very neutral when it comes to the coffee mugs, but I wanted to explain something here. So whenever it comes to, for example, the clear ones, those are my favorite. They are gorgeous, and I think they are definitely worth the $1.25. And then whenever it comes to even the more chunkier ones that look like soup mugs, love those as well. But when it comes to just a plain, simple white mug like this, I've purchased so many of them from the Dollar Tree. Before the Dollar Tree was $1.25, these were $1. They were 98 cents at Walmart. Now, these are $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. And Walmart, they are $1.12. So this is another one that is very similar to the Mod Podge. You're only going to save a few cents. And I do love this one. Now, there's different sizes. I have seen them this shape before at Walmart. But this one right here is like a little round one. I think it's so cute. And it's $1.12 compared to $1.25. So my point of this is check Target, check Walmart, check Amazon. Check your local stores as well, because you could have something that's a little bit more cheaper than the Dollar Tree. Now, I said, whenever it comes to the ones that are like the soup ones or the clear, I definitely think those are totally worth it. But if you could save a few cents elsewhere, definitely keep that one in mind as well. So it's hard to say buy this or not that, because it's just a few cents. So I definitely say it's mutual on this one, buy this and that. Just find your best source so you can find different mugs and save a few cents. Next up is signs. I am obsessed with the Dollar Tree signs. We've actually done a few different videos using their signs. And actually, speaking of the Dollar Tree, we recently did, I believe it was 5 different crafts using the Dollar Tree supplies. I'll link that up above because you have got to check that out because we did a few of their signs. This is one of the signs they carry. So this one is more square and it has a white background. I do believe they carry the same size in black. I do have a video clip right here where you can see that I'm snagging this one right here, and I think it shows these side by side, and it has a black one like this, if I can remember correctly. But the Dollar Tree also has, for example, the wood rounds that we make door signs with. They do carry those as well. Mine did not have them. They do have these signs as well. Here's a little clip of these ones shaped like a house. There is just so many to choose from. And as you can see, they're gorgeous. They have these little beads on them. So this is one that I recently just did for a TikTok, Instagram reel. And so you could use the white vinyl on the black and it just looks gorgeous. Or for example, on the white, you could use the black. So many different ideas with these. So $1.25. Now I'm gonna show you guys a little clip here where I went to Hobby Lobby to show you similar signs, and they are almost $5 each. Unless you go when they're 40% off, they're still going to be higher than the $1.25. So whenever it comes to your blanks and buying your signs, to an extent, unless you need a really big one, when it comes to those smaller ones, buy this from the Dollar Tree, not that. You can buy so many different ones and you guys are gonna have so many different possibilities. Save your money and get them from the Dollar Tree. For our last blank today, I wanted to show you guys these t-shirts. Now, once again, there is so many different blanks from doing the oven mitts, there is water bottles, you name it. There is so much stuff. Candles, the list goes on when it comes to the Dollar Tree blanks. That is really, really good. But these are some of my top 3 that I love. You guys see me make all the time: coffee mugs, signs, and t-shirts. So those are the 3 that I had to touch base on. But they actually have these bins. I'm going to show you guys a little clip here. So I have 2 different Dollar Trees, and for example, this one has these bins that kind of pile up like that, and they're all just kind of shoved in there. And so you guys can kind of see how I'm just kind of picking through there. Now, I actually had picked these up from a different Dollar Tree, and I recorded that, but I didn't like. That one was so much more messier than this one. I know that that literally looks like a hot mess. It definitely does, but it's worth digging through there for $1.25 for those t-shirts compared to Hobby Lobby. So here's a clip from Hobby Lobby where they are almost $5. And now Hobby Lobby usually, I believe it's always 30% off of their apparel. So I did the math on that, for example, and it was almost $3 still, right? But you can grab these for $1.25. Now this is the kicker. So you say buy this, not that. My thing is to check the Dollar Tree first when it comes to t-shirts. About a year or so ago, the Dollar Tree only carried just a handful of shirts, and they actually had them hanging. They would carry brands like Comfort Color, Bella Canvas, you name it. There were so many good name brand shirts, and at the time they were $1. But now they have so many, they just have them in those bins, but it's definitely worth digging through. So whenever you start your next project, head on over, just dig through and see if you can find the color, find the size, and save a little bit of cash. So I wanted to show you a couple today. So I found this baby blue. They had several different sizes. This is a Hanes. This one is 100% cotton, so it's going to be perfect for our HTV projects, as well as our DTF pack that we do with the sublimation printer or the inkjet. You could do your Caesar Easy Subly. So many different ideas that you could do with these t-shirts, but love this color. And this one here was, and I think it's a youth though. Yes, it's a youth extra large, but this could definitely even fit as probably an adult medium or so. So I did find that color. For this one here, this one is beefy. It's Hanes. It's a youth medium, and it is also, I was trying to see here. This one is 100% cotton. I found this black. This is so cute. So these are all different Hanes here. This one is Comfort Soft. This red is gorgeous, especially 4th of July. If you guys can, grab those. If you're going to be making kiddos shirts, grab these and wait until the 4th of July, or make them now and set them aside. So great way to set up those projects there. And then I did find some white. So they have some whites in there. This one is also by that beefy. It is Hanes, but it's beefy. And then it is youth small. Once again, 100% cotton. And it's gorgeous. This is a really, really nice, super thick white t-shirt. So if you guys did not know that the Dollar Tree carries t-shirts, you gotta head on over and check it out because it is a great place. As you guys can see from that little video clip, ours was loaded. That's how the other one was as well, but it was just along the entire bottom of the, you know, the shelving. It was just the entire bottom. It was a hot mess. And so I thought, I was at the next one and I thought, I'm going to record this. It just looks a little bit more better. I know it's still a mess, but it was bins upon bins. So you guys let me know as well at your Dollar Tree if you guys have found any of these blanks, whether it's t-shirts, maybe what brand have you found? Have you found a really good find that you think that we should know about? So let's go ahead and head on over to the craft room and put some of these to the test. Now that we're back over here in the craft room, let's put some of these crafting materials to test. We're going to actually be able to test out 4 products. One of the blanks, we're going to use one of the coffee mugs, as well as our crafting tools, some of the adhesive vinyl, as well as the Cricut Joy mat. It's not the Cricut Joy mat, but the Dollar Tree Cricut Joy mat. So obviously we're going to be using our Cricut Joy today. And I've already pulled up this design right here over in Cricut Design Space. So it's true crime and crafting. Let me know if you guys are a true crime fan. Okay, I'm with it all. I'm definitely involved in everything. And the crafting, they go hand in hand. So I thought this would be absolutely perfect. I have you guys linked down below to the bundle that I'm actually using this from. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to select everything, and I'm actually going to come down here to combine. We're going to select this and simply come over here to weld, and I'm going to make them all one SVG because I'm actually going to cut it all out with the same color. Since we're doing a test, I really wished if I'd have known I was going to use this SVG ahead of time, I would have gotten, because I actually got the dark blue, I would have gotten black and then red. But that's okay because I don't want to use 2 different materials for that. We're going to cut the same design out. That way it's cutting out not only the bigger pieces, but it's even cutting out the small intricate pieces, the knife as well as the glue gun. And you're going to be able to see how those cut and perform using both of these. Now, once again, I have not cut this material in over 6 months, I feel. It's been a minute since I grabbed this stuff, but they may have improved it too. So I can't knock it until we try it again. So we've got that, and we're going to be able to try out our crafting tools with those. I'm going to be trying the weeding tool as well as the scraper tool. And then, like I said, we're going to use one of the coffee mugs. When it comes to this guy right here, just to be truthful, I feel like all of us crafters end up grabbing the Cricut spatula and we never use it. I really use it for paint and that's what I use it more for, but this actually will help you pull up materials like your cardstock papers and all of that. So that's to test out on another day, but honestly, I tell you, it's gonna work just fine. For today's blank, we're gonna go ahead and use the Dollar Tree mug, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to measure. So what we wanna do is take our coffee mug and figure out how big we want to make this. So I don't want to go no wider than about 3.5, and I don't want to go taller than 3 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, select our design, our width, we're going to put 3.5 wide, and that is going to give us 3.5 high. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with just the 3 inches high. So we'll start with that. There we go, and that's gonna give me the 2.91. So I'm gonna go ahead and remeasure one more time, and I think I could go about the 3.5 because I'm getting about 3.5 by 3.5. So I've just adjusted that there. Now that we have everything sized out, we are ready to make it. Now, if you're switching from your Cricut Explorer model to your Cricut Joy, one thing you wanna pay attention to is come over here to your machine model and make sure that you have that selected before you hit make it. Now we're ready to hit the make it button. From here, we're gonna go ahead and choose the mat. It's gonna ask us which one. We're gonna choose the 4.5 by 6.5, and we're gonna hit confirm. So now that we can see that on the mat, I know that we need to cut our material 4 by 4. We're using adhesive vinyl, so we don't need a mirror or anything, so we are ready to hit continue. From here, we're gonna go ahead and go to browse all material, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and start to type out a vinyl. We're gonna go ahead and choose the premium vinyl, and we're gonna hit done. First things first is we are going to open this guy up and remove it from the package. And let's go ahead and fill the stick on it. So we've got our cover there, and the stick feels really good. It almost feels like the green mat to me, to be honest. It definitely feels like it has a really, really good stick. All right, so we've got that. So let's start off with the Cricut one. Now, I will say, if you guys have been following me for a while, it doesn't matter what brand it is. I am not a fan of the rolls. Like Cricut, I don't like how the rolls are. I don't like to keep mine stored like that because the way that it just stays rolled up like this. So I'm not really a fan of that. Now, I have found with my bigger rolls, because the roll is like this that it's on, it doesn't stay like this. But when it comes to rolls like this, I'm not a fan. But anyways, The one thing that you notice with the Dollar Tree as well, they do not have the squares on the back compared to other brands. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our paper trimmer. Now that we've got it in our paper trimmer, I'm just going to trim this guy down. So we'll actually flip this around. See what I mean by when it's on a roll, it just kind of wants to bunch up like that? You guys let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys a fan of that or not? All right, so we got our 4x4 material. So we're gonna get ready to load it on the mat. We've got our mat ready to go. I'm going to load our material on here. Now, the one thing I will also say is that this is glossy. You guys know my thoughts. I love the matte material, but if you're a gloss fan, that is awesome. But I don't want to dismiss that either because I think the Dollar Tree has a matte version. So don't quote me on that, but I do feel like they do. All right, so this is ready to go. Now remember what the Cricut Joy is, if you load it under the feet, it automatically loads it in for you. So far, it's accepting the matte, looking good. All right, so it's not dismissing it. And it's ready. So it says that we are ready to hit go. So right over here inside of Cricut Design Space, we're just gonna hit the go button and that should take off. So far, so good. It's gotta be the right thickness and everything, and we'll see how it cuts with the material. Now right now I can tell you guys this is upside down and it's doing exactly, so I can't wait to unload this with you guys live. But this is doing exactly what I think the Dollar Tree vinyl does. It is absolutely horrible. Right now, it is a jumbled mess. Wait till you guys see this. Like I said, as this guy slows down, I'm definitely gonna unload it with you guys. It's not live, you can't see me, but at the same time, instead of cutting footage, because it's a hot mess. Oh my goodness. But this stuff, I'm not a fan of it. Now, if you guys are a fan of the Dollar Tree vinyl and you guys have found success, and maybe you guys use the washi tape settings or something like that, please let me know. Now, I have not tested it on a Cricut Joy just yet. I've actually tested it on the Cricut Explorer. And I almost even felt there was gonna be a little bit more high hopes with the Cricut Joy because the Cricut Joy is better at cutting more detailed things. Now, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and unload it. I think you guys can see this. I think we're zoomed in a little bit. It is a mess. We're gonna hit the unload button and I'm going to bring it straight up. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is an absolute disaster. Everything is just really jumbled and torn up. This is why I say save your money and invest elsewhere, because you could spend just a few more cents and get a whole nother foot, right? So you could get 5 feet with just a few more cents, and even possibly the same price if you catch a sale or a coupon code and all the things. So before you go out to the Dollar Tree and buy bulk of their adhesive vinyl, save yourself the headache. So this was an absolute complete fail. So remember, buy this, which this one right here is from StarCraft, but I also love Oracle 651. There is so many different brands out there. Tech Wrap, we put that to use, and that also was successful, but I would definitely buy this and not this. And as you guys can see, it cuts all the way through it. This stuff is so thin, like paper thin material. Like I said, save yourself some cash. Now let's do this again. This time we're gonna be using the StarCraft in the mat. So I'm going to cut this down 4 inches. And this one right here does have the squares that I was talking about, which most brands do. So what we're going to do is we are gonna cut this down 4 by 4. And we are going to get ready to load it on the mat. All right, so we're just going to load it right here on the mat, smooth everything out. Now I need to go back over here to Cricut Design Space. We're gonna go back to browse, start to type in vinyl, and we're gonna go back to that premium vinyl and hit done. Now if I would have duplicated this twice, I could have chose the same materials and wouldn't have to do that, but that's okay. So we're ready once again with the Cricut Joy. You're just gonna load it straight in, it's gonna pull it in, and then we're gonna get ready to hit go. Now we're ready, so we're just gonna come right here and hit go. One thing I quickly forgot to do, and I really wish I would have, so hopefully there is no mishap, but when you have something that is so unsuccessful like that, or you recently cut with cardstock, I highly recommend unloading your blade before you start cutting your next project and push the button down on the top to clear out any sort of debris. So whenever your materials get cut up like that, they can hang up inside of the blade. Also, to save ourselves some time while this guy is cutting out, let's open up our our weeding tool. Now, like I said, the one thing I noticed is this tip is almost falling off. So I will say that the little end cap piece is almost falling off, but hey, for $1.25, you can't beat it. So we are going to pop this guy out of here, and we're gonna see if it just totally falls off. All right, so far the tip is pointed, sharp, straight, no issues there. Let's see if we can't get this guy pushed back in here so you guys can see that just kind of popped off there. I seen that some people were doing a hack, so I don't know if you guys seen that over on TikTok or anything like that. People were pulling this off, even of the Cricut one, and then using it to kind of weed stuff. And so that's something that some people do. Is it really intended for that? Definitely not. But if it's something that helps you in your journey, you can definitely try it. As you guys can see with the Cricut one, hopefully y'all can see that, it's a little bit more straightforward where the Dollar Tree one is pointing up. There's nothing that's gonna hinder the results of that, but we're definitely gonna weed with this one. And then let's undo our scraper. Really quickly, just to show you the scraper, I didn't even know until we undid it. There's actually a grippy on the back, so it's kind of cut into it. You guys can kind of probably hear that a little bit, but it's got a grip, so it's really, really nice to kind of help you when you're holding that, but it looks great. Really, honestly, looks like a dupe. Have you guys seen that whole thing? Dupe, that's definitely a dupe. Okay, so we're gonna unload. So I'm just gonna hit the unload button and take this guy out. So you guys are gonna see the difference from this one. You guys may notice one little piece that's trying to hang up there, but that's honestly happens sometimes, but you can see how nice that cut is compared to the other one. So now we're gonna be able to weed it. So let's get this joy out of the way. First things first, like tradition, we're gonna flip it over and remove it. It was a success. The sticky is so great. This is 100% a dupe, and it is amazing. For $1.25, you guys can get a cutting mat. This is unreal. If they made the bigger ones, could you imagine? I have a feeling it's coming soon. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that. I'm so here for that. But for $1.25 for these joy mats, I will be going back and getting more, that's for sure. So now let's go ahead and try out our weeding tool. We're gonna start up here at the top. Now, I didn't see any other colors. I only seen the one. So also let me know in your area, have you guys, I almost lost my eyes. Let me slow down. And we're gonna take that eye and I'm gonna put that right back in just a second. But let me know in your area if you guys have seen any other colors for the weeding tools as well. There we go, looks great. You guys can see the big, huge difference from how that cut. That Dollar Tree vinyl is definitely not it. So we are gonna load that, and that is me testing that thing more than once, 2 different machines. All right, so we've got that, and I'm just gonna continue to speed this up. We're just going to weed out these small pieces. Weeding tool is definitely a must as well, 100%. I think it's a dupe, and I feel like this is, I could do a whole video on this, be like Cricut dupe, you know, like have you seen that stuff? It is so funny. So I 100% say this is a dupe, and it is absolutely fabulous. Definitely go out and purchase these. Definitely a great buy. And so even you can see these intricate pieces here. I'm able to get right in those. And so I'm gonna quickly pop out. I just got a couple more pieces here. We'll grab our insert out from our knife carefully without lifting that away. But hopefully you guys are able to see, I'll bring it up in just a second, how intricate these pieces are. And there you guys have it. You guys can see by purchasing a more reputable brand, for example, like I said, whether it was even Cricut or whether it was StarCraft or Tech Wrap, there is so many brands out there that is just so much better. And honestly, it's so hard that we look at stuff sometimes, we're like, it's $1.25, but you can seriously even get your material for $1.25. For example, we don't need that much of that blue color. You can usually get about 50 cents a sheet or 49 cents a sheet for the 12 by 12s too. So definitely make sure you check out sales and all of those things before you try to go for that Dollar Tree stuff. Another little tip for you guys, whenever it comes to buy this, not that, when you first start your crafting journey or whether you've been on it for a long time, you can purchase your transfer tape in rolls like this. Absolutely love it, especially if I trim this down, I can throw it back on here. Now obviously if it's the kind like the Caesar one where it has the backing, you would have the backing already on it and have that set aside. I really love these. Now something very similar, which does have a backing, you can grab from the Dollar Tree is called contact paper, the clear one. And what it is the lining that you can put in your drawers or your cabinets. You can grab that at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Now that's not the only place you can get it from. You can get it from places like Hobby Lobby, Michael, Staples, Walmart, all of the things. But then it's going to cost you a few more dollars. You're going to get more bang for your buck in a sense, but you could definitely grab it there. So whenever it comes to those, I definitely am equal on that too. I definitely think the contact paper is very comparable to using just a transfer tape like this. Now over the years, I've just got to where I've purchased this. I believe this one right here is like 10 bucks a roll, and it really does last a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim down this little piece here so we can get ready to pick it up. Here we go. So we're going to pick this guy up, and the test is, because obviously we've used this vinyl before, we've used this transfer tape, the test is the weeding tool, check. Now we're gonna use that squeegee. So we're gonna go ahead and rub this guy down just like so. And now let's see if that was enough to pick it up. So we're gonna flip her over, and it definitely looks like a success. Next up, we're gonna prep our coffee mug. We're gonna take our mug here with a clean cloth. We're gonna remove any sort of lint and debris. Now with that, I like to use the squeegees that have the lines like this, so that way I can easily prop my mug on it, and that's going to hold it in place. Now, if your mug is starting to slide, for some reason, I've not had this, but if your mug starts to slide, definitely get yourself something to prop. You can use a pair of scissors. I'm just using my measuring tape there. So we're gonna take our design just as we normally would. We're gonna get that down. I like to go from the center and then rub our sides out. But the test, once again, is gonna be using that squeegee. Now, using a squeegee like this, which is the exact same as a Cricut, I will say this is definitely a dupe. I do love the grippy on the back, but I prefer to use the ones like this, and they're definitely a little bit more grippier compared to these, but it's definitely working. There's no problem with this whatsoever. It's just always, if you guys let me know in the comments below, do you guys prefer a squeegee like this one, or do you guys prefer a squeegee like this? So I'm just gonna rub over everything, and let's see if that was enough to hold it in place. So here goes test number 2. I'm gonna grab it by the corner and peel. And it was definitely a success. So you guys can see that there. True crime and crafting. I'll bring this coffee mug up here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Now, obviously this design would look so much better if this was in red, and this is actually in green. But we're testing materials, like I said. Love, love, love. Absolutely perfect. So 100% perfect, and 100% recommend, and I definitely 200% recommend grabbing these Cricut Joy mats from the Dollar Tree. I hope you guys have enjoyed our episode of Buy This, Not That. If you guys have enjoyed this type of content, let us know in the comments below, because we can bring more to you. If there's something you guys want to see me put to the test, or you guys want to see something different here on the channel, let us know in the comments below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.